What if the apps you check every day are quietly damaging your mental health? Good morning. My name is Breanna Smith. I stand before you today to argue a hard truth. Social media has a harmful and potentially permanent impact on teenagers' mental health. As a member of a generation born into the digital age, we have been treated like test subjects in a social experiment. Today, I will present the evidence that these platforms are driving a crisis of anxiety, comparison, and addiction. First, let's talk about the evidence regarding anxiety. According to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, the constant on-call nature of social media creates a state of hypervigilance. We aren't just checking in, we are trapped in a cycle of relentless pressure to respond instantly to every notification. If you aren't online, you don't exist. This leads to a chronic stress and disrupted sleep, which the science shows is a direct catalyst for mental breakdown. We are living in a state of fear, not of physical danger, but of digital invisibility. But the damage doesn't stop at stress. We must address the comparison trap. Data from the Pew Research Center highlights that teens feel a crushing pressure to post only content that makes them look perfect. Consider the defense for a moment. Social media is supposed to connect us, but how can we connect when we are all hiding behind filters? We see celebrities online and we just constantly compare ourselves to them. But us who live a normal life is not the same as those who live a multi-million-dollar life. We spend hours scrolling through the highlights of others while comparing them to our own behind-the-scenes struggles. This creates a distorted reality where our self-worth is no longer determined by our character, but instead by the quantity of likes and comments that we get on a certain post. I submit to you that this is not a choice, it is an addiction. The American Sociological Association has found that these platforms are specifically engineered using persuasive design to keep us hooked. They use the same sociological triggers as slot machines to ensure that we never stop scrolling. This has led the attention span of humans within the past 20 years to dwindle from 12 seconds to 8 seconds, which is less than the attention span of a goldfish. This is an intentional theft of our time and our mental peace for the sake of corporate profit. When a tool starts to control your time, your focus, and your emotions, you are no longer the user, you are now the product. Ads are thrown into every time that we scroll, and it's to keep us hooked. The evidence is clear. Social media has a harmful impact on teenagers' mental health through the compounding effects of anxiety, comparison, and addiction. We have let these platforms argue that they are bringing us together, but the mental health statistics tell a different story. If we don't take control of how we use social media, it may end up controlling us and damaging our mental health in the process. It is time for us as a society to reclaim our minds. Thank you.